Hello again, Breaking Brown, your Black World family. I didn't anticipate coming to you again today to discuss anything, as a matter of fact, but there have been new reports on, the tragic story that unfolded in Virginia with Mr. Flanagan, who killed on air during a live news segment two co-workers. And yesterday, if many of you watched the video with Boyce and I, we discussed the killing, and we speculated on what may have driven him to this, because Mr. Flanagan, I think his first name was Vester, he talked about a lot of racial motives, and and that the woman who was killed, that she had the anchor, she had used racial slurs, according to him, and he said that he felt that he had been mistreated by the network when he was let go. Now the people who work with him are coming out and they're telling their side of the story, and what they say is that basically he had a chip on his shoulder. Like, this was a guy who couldn't get along, who was sort of antisocial, and he kind of felt that everybody was out to get him. And the key question that I come away with here is, we get this a lot in terms of the community, in terms of the Black community, that people, it's like a stereotype that people don't want to work with us because we have chips on our shoulders and blah 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 blah. But in Mr. Flanagan's case, you kind of wonder, we still don't know what happened. We still don't know his side of the story. And his family still says that, they're shocked. So that doesn't lead me to believe that he had shown them that he had any mental issues. But in terms of what the Your Black World family and the Breaking Brown family is thinking and feeling right now, I kind of just want to ask, do you think that this is a problem? Do you think this is something that happens in the Black community because we have gone through so much, or Black people have been mistreated, or have been discriminated against? So you go from job to job with that kind of baggage. You go to job with that in the back of your mind, that you're not going to be treated a certain way, and so it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. I mean, in the case of Mr. Flanagan, one of the things that they pointed out, that one of the co-workers said, he did a special 1 week on the Girl Scouts, and he was trying to say that if everything went well, people would get the winner of a contest, something, would get Girl Scout cookies, and instead he said Girl Scouts, as if they were going to get Girl Scouts, and they kind of made fun. They somebody left a sticker of a Girl Scout sticker on his computer, as a way of just kind of poking fun at his mistake, and they thought he would just kind of laugh it off. And the opposite was actually true. What really happened is that they said he got really upset, and he was pissed off about it. And so he never became part of the group, never became part of the team. And so one of the workers said they were not surprised when they found out that he was the one who had committed this heinous act. So, you kind of, my wondering, what I'm wondering is if there's any, is there something that we need to do with our baggage? Like I say, we don't know whether or not this is even true. We're still grappling with this. The whole story hasn't come out. But is there something that you have noticed? Do we have this propensity to kind of project and think, because these bad things have happened to us, that these bad things are going to continue happening to us, and so we travel into situations with baggage that other groups of people don't necessarily have? And don't compare. Let's not get into the thing of comparing each other with Asians, and the Asians aren't like this. We have totally different backgrounds than Asian communities who come here, over half of which come here with a college degree, whereas most half of most Americans don't have a college degree, let alone most African Americans. So let's not get into the whole thing of comparing ourselves with other groups, but just based on our history in this country, do you think that we kind of sometimes have a chip on our shoulder, and is that something that prevents us from doing what we could do? So I would just like to hear your thoughts. I just heard the story. I would just like to hear what you have to say about it, and let's go from there.